I'm Jill, also known as the Traveling Joe Reader, and today is Sit Down Saturday. And so for today, I found a comedy, a stand-up sit down actually thing I did for a for work back in 2020, back when everything went down with the pandemic. My work started having online happy hours, like Zoom happy hours, like a lot of people, and they would bring in some entertainment, and they asked me to do my stand up. So um, that's what I'm going to share with y'all today, just because it's Sit Down Saturday, and I found it and thought it'd be fun to share. So this is from back when something I shared through work. If some of the jokes don't make sense, I am talking to coworkers from different cities. Not everyone knew me, and it was a big company in Phoenix. And so the Zoom had people from all their different places all over. So here's what I'm going to share for Sit Down Saturday. Thanks for being here, guys. So, hi everyone, and wow, that was some great entertainment. And now I need to apologize since the next 5 to 10 minutes is time you're never going to get back in your life. But before you judge, just remember you get what you pay for, and that I'd put more effort forth if there was money involved. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Jill and I work the front desk at the Phoenix office. I started doing stand up comedy as a hobby at the end of last year, and my jokes were work appropriate. So when I was asked to do some stand up, or in this case, some sit down for you all, I had to decide if I was willing to be fired for doing tasteless jokes. And well, here I am. So 2020, crazy times, huh? So much so, I heard there was going to be an addition to this time structure. Now, when future generations learn about history through the years like 600 BC and 1100 AD, they're also going to learn about 2020 WTF. Because seriously, what the fuck? I now believe when we all saw Mr. Peanut die back in January, that he was actually trying to warn us. When COVID-19 was something we first learned about, there was a mass toilet paper shortage. It didn't make any sense. We were also encouraged to wash our hands, and people quit shaking hands. Now that made sense, because if we were all going to be out of toilet paper, I didn't want to be shaking shitty hands with people. But that's just my opinion, and 2020 has a lot to be opinionated about. It's an election year, pandemic, social unrest, and Tiger King. There's a lot of crazy going on. I personally think Carol did kill her husband, but you didn't ask me. And unsolicited opinions are like naked body parts, just not cool to be sharing them with everyone. My mom used to say that opinions were like assholes, and everyone's got one. Or maybe it was, don't be an asshole with your opinion. Either way, this year of opinions is making social distancing an easy choice. And social distancing? Heck, I didn't know that was a thing. But I was doing it long before COVID even showed up. Maybe that makes me an overachiever. Or maybe it just explains my single status, or what I prefer to be called independently owned and operated. People who know me through work think I'm an extroverted people person, but that's seriously just something I fake for a paycheck. I mean, I've been doing social distancing so long that the only difference between my pre-pandemic life and my pandemic life is that now I no longer check to see if there's food in my teeth before I go to the store. I like being alone so much that I went on a silent retreat at the end of February. No TV, no Wi-Fi, no talking. It was just silence for a whole week. It may not be healthy how much I enjoyed it, but I came back refreshed, recharged, and ready to give up my independently owned and operated status. I even made the declaration out loud. Ready to partner up, I declared. And then the world shut down. which I'm still trying not to take personally. I've now been spending my time shopping online to cheer myself up. I call it pandemic entertainment. One day I typed in random shit on Amazon just to see what would come up. And what came up was at least 10 different fake poops. Seriously. And what I learned from that was whatever you choose to do with your life, there's always going to be competition. Deciding I had more than enough shit in my life this year, I went shopping for random stuff instead. Doing my best to keep this clean and work appropriate, I still have to share because I hit the jackpot. I scored a Brad Pitt body pillow, a hand massager shaped like a squirrel, and a 36-inch inflatable pickle. It was stuff I didn't know I needed until I needed it. Other ways I found happiness during this pandemic is by focusing on the positive things and giving myself pep talks with food. It's great because instead of being full of emotions, I'm just full. I do struggle though, mostly with why a month's worth of food only gives me a day's worth and a half worth of snacks. Could be that chicken noodle soup just isn't as comforting as a family-sized bag of cheddar popcorn. And that family-sized portions are only made for a family of one. At least that's what I'm telling myself. And isn't it great we can have a complete stranger bring food to our door, shop online, pay for what we want, and then Uber Eats delivers? I heard they wanted to start a dating site also, but Uber Eats was declared too much like prostitution. I guess there's a fine line between food we enjoy and I'm just glad I have my random stuff. Because it's tough being alone during a pandemic. When someone drinks all the good wine at my place, I have no one else to blame. Another hobby I have is that I'm a certified toe reader. You know how some people read palms? Well, I read toes. I know, it's weird, right? That I'm single. And last week I gave my first Zoom toe reading. It went great, but I've realized my work, my hobbies, any attempt at a social life, and my therapist appointments all happen from inside a screen now. I've been spending my whole life trying to break out of the proverbial box, only to have 2020 plant my ass down in one. But as an optimistic realist, I'm just thankful the zombie apocalypse hasn't found their way to my box yet. But no, nobody has. That's why I'm single. Oh, wait, that joke's for a different act. I apologize for that. Seriously, I know this year's been crazy, but we all still have hope. And our reminder of this is that cauliflower has now been turned into pizza. If cauliflower can be made lovable, anything is possible. 2020 ain't nothing but a thing, guys. We got this. And so that is my sit down Saturday jokes for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find humor in your life. Humor is healing. I hope you have a terrific, great, amazing day where you find much to laugh about. Much love, everyone.